Hello, and welcome to Year of the Machine. This week we watched The Vindicator.
Apparently, it also goes by Frankenstein 88, despite being released in 1986, and Robot Man, which is probably the least creative name of the three. Actually, there's no probably, it definitely is.
So, The Vindicator is just the best one.
I was going to say Frankenstein 88 was the best one. I don't think they called him Frankenstein more than once in the movie. Or it was like the project was Project Frankenstein.
Yeah, it was Project Frankenstein.
Well, alright, they didn't reference that more than once in the movie. So I don't know, that detail seemed kind of pointless to add in.
Anyways, let's get to the plot. Carl.
The main character is Carl Lehman, who gets trapped in a... What the hell was it? Was it like some kind of reactor or something? Like some kind of test reactor?
I'm not really sure. He was in the lab. He was trying to extract something from a malfunctioning machine, but then he got locked in that area.
And then it blew up, and he died. Though I'm not convinced that it was an accident.
No, it seemed very sus, especially the person up in the room watching him.
Oh, yeah, right. Anyway, Carl Lehman, scientist, blown up, dies. He's then rebuilt by several of his colleagues, including the main antagonist, Alex White, spelt with a Y instead of an I for some fucking reason. He's rebuilt into a cyborg with actually kind of inconsistent capabilities.
Yeah,
and basically they didn't connect this like control module to his body, and when he gets angry, he just kills people.
And essentially the entire point to his being is rage mode, and the angrier he gets, the more things he can do.
It's supposed to have kind of Frankenstein themes, but I didn't really get that from this movie. It just I don't know.
I don't know. He was either sad or just killing things.
You could argue that actually is what happens for the creature in the Frankenstein novel, but
at least it was more justified.
I actually gave a shit about the creature in the Frankenstein novel. I couldn't care less about Carl.
I don't know.
I mean, he got blown up. They had his fake funeral, and then they rebuilt him and he escaped all within the first 20 minutes of the movie.
And I really couldn't tell if it was the same day or even the same week.
No, that's the problem. This movie was filmed really poorly, and it just jumps from scene to scene. It's hard to tell where there's any story consistency, because the events are so jumbled and just thrown together. Don't know what's happening half the time.
It was very choppy, and
there are a couple just hard cuts to other scenes too.
That was basically every scene, and sometimes it feels like we missed parts.
I don't think we did, because people online complain about it being a jumbled mess too. That's just how the movie is.
Yeah, I don't... So... Okay, so is the audio or the acting next?
Acting.
Okay, it was not amazing. Not the worst I've ever seen, but definitely not great.
It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not what I would call good either. And I didn't recognize anyone in this movie. Apparently Pam Grier, who played the hunter called Hunter.
Creative.
I guess people like her performance the best, which... I don't know, I thought her role was kind of a little hammy, honestly, but...
A lot of them kind of were.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. A lot of them were kind of hammy.
The only other ones I really thought was okay was, I think, Catherine?
Oh, the roommate or friend?
Oh, that was okay, no, she confused me. She just did random, pointless stuff almost the entire time.
I think she was one of them hippies or something. I think she's one of those weirdos.
Well, at least she tried to be helpful eventually. So let's just move to the music. Audio.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I can start with the fact that the sound effects, half the time, were just gone. Or it just sounded like a muffled mess that
it was it was kind of hard to hear the background music and such over the things that were happening.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of like whenever stuff broke, it was quiet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And sometimes a lot of the sounds didn't even make sense with what was happening.
You're talking about the silenced pistol, right?
The gun just...
That is not what a gun sounds like with the suppressor on it, but...
Yeah, that's...
Oh my god, and all the annoying alarms. Oh god, and the beeping whenever he got angry.
Yeah,
his anger noise.
His anger meter.
Yeah, that's what you called it.
He just blinked red in random spots on his body, and then it just got increasingly louder and faster.
Well, I'm sure they weren't random. You just don't understand because you aren't a scientist.
Yeah, sure, that's the reason why.
Oh god, and the alarm and all the freaking monkey yelling at the beginning of the movie. I wanted to just turn it off right there. That was giving me a headache.
That was like the first 40 seconds of the movie.
It was so annoying.
God, I don't know. This one is just a mess. You did say there was some music, though.
Oh, yeah. The music was by Paul Zaza, who was actually the composer for films like My Bloody Valentine, all 4 original Prom Night movies, and for some reason, Porky's.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate that it seemed got wasted in this. It was barely audible most of the time.
Yeah, and I've also noticed that we always talk about the sound in music, but we never actually mention who composed the music, which I think we've been doing a disservice to the movies.
Yeah, because sometimes you get some good music, especially for the original soundtracks.
Yeah, so, I don't know. We're silly fools.
Like, we talk about the actors.
Yeah.
Why not the other people on the movies?
That's true.
I mean, I guess we also...
Maybe it's because we don't script these, and it's hard to think of all this stuff off the top of our heads, especially because we usually do these pretty late at night.
Yeah, I guess
like
we
it's 10:30 right now.
Cinematography and things like that, but we never really mentioned who does that either, or special effects.
Speaking of cinematography, I don't know what they were doing half the time.
No, it was a weirdly clustered movie.
Yeah,
and, I can't call it claustrophobic because there's definitely an intentional way to make that happen, but there was just so much.
A lot of scenes just felt busy.
Yeah,
but not in a good way.
Like there was nothing really important happening in 90% of the screen.
Oh, and that weird shot they did when her friend disguises herself as the wife, Lauren.
When she snuck out.
Yeah, and she takes her car. The camera's like on the freaking ground for some reason. The way it was positioned, I thought that car that drove by was just going to hit her.
I like how the center point of that entire shot was just this rock in the middle of the road.
It was a really cool rock, okay? Yeah, there was also no really interesting establishing shots that we usually like in movies. We mentioned the scenes are just kind of jumbled together, and yeah, it's because I don't know. It's just
I guess let's just
the cinematography was just as like jumbled and jumpy as the actual story.
It's like the whole thing was kind of a mess. But let's get to the special effects, as that's probably the strongest point of the movie.
That's the one highlight it seems that people agree on, and they were done by Stan Winston, of course. Well, I don't want to say of course. Like, how are you going to assume that? But I mean, you all know who Stan Winston is. We mentioned him in our Terminator video. He does great work, and yeah, the effects he did for the movie looked great. But that's really all I can think of that I actually enjoyed about the movie.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know.
We didn't get to see much of Carl's mangled face either, which is too bad.
And that was one shot. It's like the big surprise while they were in a church.
Well, not a surprise for me. I actually saw a screenshot of it when I was looking into this movie.
Oh, well, it's on YouTube if you're really interested, but honestly...
Yeah, I could only find it... I found it on YouTube, but I think you can also rent it, but...
I'd say this one, it's not really worth watching.
Yeah, you're probably good to skip this.